We got chicken wings, peaches, Welch juices. Got 2 cases of these. A box of Sam grain chips. See that bit over. They got these chips. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Ballpark hot dogs. Some teriyaki noodles. Some kind of different. A pack of ground beef. Packets on the sticks. Seasoning salt. Pickles. Powdered donuts.
See, you ever wonder why y'all can't, I'm not going to say something mean about this lady because I got a bunch of stuff I really want to say. I really, really want to say, and you know what I'm saying, you thinking the same thing too. EBT is creating a bunch of big backs. Oh no. I'm telling you, EBT is creating a bunch of big backs. Bro, you got to realize the children go to school now. My daughters, I saw a friend, not one of my daughter's friends, but a girl at the school. Oh my God, why are these kids overweight, bro? And this is the reason why. Processed food.
Fruity Pebbles. The teriyaki noodles, I eat those. These are the best. These are the best. Pineapples. Croissants. Some Gushers.
She got Gushers on food stamps? See, that's the reason why they messing with y'all. That's the reason. You killing your kids so fast. Processed foods, they killing them.
Rice Krispie treat. Welch fruit snacks. Go closer. A case of Sprites. Lake of Charms. Kool-Aid pajamas. More chicken.
They over here flossing this food like it's like they pulling out new clothes they bought from H&M or something like that.
See, I seen these going on Facebook. So yeah, I had to get them. And we got some drinks back here. Some Coke and what juices and Captain John bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
The most cheapest bag, the most cheapest bread. See, when we clown and we talk about this, I agree. We got to hold this type of stuff accountable, bro. They do have to turn around and deal with this because that's the most cheapest form of food. Like, that's the most cheapest bread I could find. That's some real cheap shit. And she spent $1,500 on a bunch of junk and buy the cheapest and the wackest stuff out of it. If you spent $1,500 and it was nothing but grade A, like best groceries, you know how I'm talking about the bread, like it would be different. Almond milk, not cow milk. Farm raised eggs, not the one from off of from in a factory. Some control raised eggs. Come on, bro, free range.
Okay, I think that's him right here. Oh, he on time and everything. Look at that. Hey. Let's see. He'll do this. Okay. Hey, so I have a quick question before you go. Do that. Before you go open the door. I need to go to the bank real quick.
Okay. I'd reservation is at like 7:30. It's gonna take us like 25 minutes.
I know. I really need to go to the bank unless you can let me borrow it. So I gotta pay rent tomorrow, and I'm like $750 short.
You want $750 short?
I mean, I could give it back to you like in a couple of days. I just gotta have it tonight so I can pay rent in the morning.
This is our first date. You're asking me to borrow $750. You didn't know that you had to take care of your rent. This was planned like 4 days ago. Us going out on this date.
I know, but I mean, I thought you liked me though.
I do like you, but you're $750 on the first date.
I know, but men who like somebody, you don't think I look at my dress. Look at me. How you say no to me?
You look good, but $750 on the first. This is our first date. I'm picking you up, doing the gentleman
I
thing.
understand
I got
that.
like a nice little outing for us, cash something.
I know, and that's why I figured you like me that much that you would at least help me out.
Why would you go do this for content? That dude looked like he's shocked.
Already had you. I feel like it's some type of setup. Like you're really do.
Yeah, it is. But like I say, I'm just $750 short.
You know what?
But I have it in the bank though. If you could take me to the bank, I could get it. But you say we're gonna be late.
Yeah. This feels. I'm not real comfortable with that, and this is our first time meeting, so I'm gonna let you get your priorities straight.
I can't. We're not going on a date.
I don't think we should go on a date. Your rent is not even paid. It's already.
Okay, but if you broke, just say that.
Wow, really? That we going to that now? So because.
And you put this dude out here and you talking smack, bro? Homeboy don't look like he broke. He looked like he came for a good time. He probably had a pocket full of some cash on the side, was ready to pay for your dinner. See, this is why when you put this stuff out here, we see it. Men start responding to it. I want every man who sees this, you tell me how you feel. Leave a comment in there. I want women to actually see this because I don't think she really thought this thing through. For content purposes, you're going to videotape your first date with this dude, asking him for $750 and watching him drive away. Now, if there's more to this story, please enlighten me because all I see is stupid shit. And I'm trying not to curse. I'm doing my best, but this is stupid shit. Okay? And I'm going to say it again.
I won't. Okay. All right. I get it.
Well, fine. Bye.
Wow.
All right. Whatever. Broke you.
No, I looked at that lease. The lease has 4 people's names on it.
Yes, me, my husband, and my children.
I believe your husband has a warrant out for his arrest right now. Is that not the case?
That's nobody's business, and I don't know.
From
All
a
I know is that
2020?
you're violating my rights as American national Moor. I can contact the United Nations and have them say, y'all are.
You wonder why people look at y'all weird sometimes? Not y'all, but people like them. I look at them weird when I see them sometimes in the West End. I do. West End Atlanta, I look at y'all weird. I used to look at y'all weird when I saw y'all downtown Baltimore too. Because that's weird thinking. You're staying in somebody's house that you wasn't invited to stay in. Don't have a lease to stay in. Trespassing. And what does you being in a Moor, an American Moor, have to do with you stealing this dude's house? Nothing. Just nothing.
Violating my privacy.
No, the woman who owns this house told us that you do not. The lady who came, Linda, who came today, she has the keys. You guys changed the locks.
I have the keys to this house. I was given.
You changed the locks over the weekend.
Ma'am.
It's on video.
Leave me and my family alone. We paid $6,000.
Who did you pay the money to?
To a realtor.
Who's the realtor?
It's on the lease.
I've looked at the lease. The lease is not a legitimate lease.
I've looked at the lease and I signed the lease and I paid.
Who is the person? That person is not a realtor.
You seen the lease?
That is not the owner of the house.
I'm going to end this conversation with you.
So you're basically trespassing.
No, I'm not trespassing. I have a lease and I paid $6,000.
The woman who owns this house says you're trespassing.
I made a police report. The cops say I'm not. They see my lease.
Where am I scamming at? This is the same. It's nothing more than a scam. And I get tired of this in real estate. I see all y'all out here. Some of y'all do. And it's not everybody. That's the thing about it. It's not. But you know the ones, dude. They make up false pay stubs. They make up false leases. They make up false credit reports. All that stuff just to get in somebody's house. And what you going to do? Stay for like 2-3 months and then be out and have to do that down the street? You do that twice a year. the second time. When you get to the third time, bro, you're going to go to jail.
That's not a legitimate lease. Why are you living in a house that you don't have the right to live in?
I do have the right to live here because I have a lease.
From whom? The woman who owns the house. What realtor?
There's plenty of realtors that's renting this house out. Why don't you go look?
Well,
I like that reporter. She good. I like that reporter. I like the way she aggressively. Who? What? Where is it? Tell me.
looked at it. Another lady wants to rent this house, and they can't. Why are you living in a house you're not authorized to live in?
I am authorized to live in it. I have a lease. I paid $6,000 to be here.
Who did you pay? Because the woman who owns this house doesn't have it.
The police has the information, and you're harassing me and my family, and I will call the police on you. Thank you.
You can't have it both ways. Either you need to be happy that I created a solution for a problem that we had and just chill, or like, I don't know, like
sit down.
Yeah, I was trying not to be rude about it.
Be happy I got the money and sit down.
Expand on it. Like she's saying, like
she is trying to say, I figured out how to save our ass.
You couldn't figure it out.
I don't need you to give me no shit.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
The crazy thing is, and that's the crazy, especially like
I am.
Like,
I'm working.
Why would you put me in a situation like that? Why do you have me in a situation where shelter over my head is uncertain?
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. So she left and she went to the other homeboy, her ex, and he paid the bill. And bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I couldn't live like that. I couldn't do that. I would be tripping if I saw that. I'd be like, yo, bro, we wouldn't be together. You've already proven to her that she's biting off more than she can chew, and you definitely have bitten off more than you can chew. That's insane. That's crazy talk, bro.
No. That is the point.
How much months has the rent have not been paid to get an eviction notice? That is the point.
That is the point.
Yo, you think that everybody, like, I don't know.
I fix shit. I fix shit.
This is what happens when I talk about fairy tales. And this is what women think. Everything is peaches and cream. It's not. And at some point in time, I'm not saying everything has to fall down and crumble, but in sticky situations, in tough moments, honestly, that defines your relationship as a dude. And I'm a man, right? We already get the weight of the world on our backs. The first thing that I heard was, why are you putting me in a position where shelter is potentially being taken away from me?
You took your ego out of it to say, well, she did what she had to do for us. It's still for you guys.
No. The challenges that you guys experience together should be experienced together, not with an ex. But this is the problem. When you're sitting back there living with somebody you ain't supposed to even be living with, this is what happens. You guys are probably never even supposed to be under the same roof. That's why one is a boyfriend and the other one is a girlfriend, not a spouse. You play boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you play husband and wife, and then when you get husband and wife real shit that come at you, because it's real husband and wives that have that shit that come at them, you respond like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. You're living in a husband and wife space, sharing husband and wife responsibilities, and you respond like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. It's a level of maturity to have a spouse sleeping in the same bed with you, living in the same house with you, sharing the same bills. Where do y'all think that y'all don't share bills with men? I don't get, why do y'all think y'all don't share bills with men? Why do you think that? And there are some men that are out, there's some good men. I know some good guys out there, man. They cover everything in the house. Everything is covered. Everything is covered. Now, for some women, they say, yeah, I want that type of man. Do you know what that woman went through to get him? Do you know the ups and downs they've had? You think they just started off like that? I've seen them, one spouse go to school while the other spouse works full time, and that one who's working full time legit has to cover most of the bills. Then one graduates, gets the job that they went ahead and set themselves up for, and they take care of the bills, and the other one goes and they do what they aspire to do in their career. People do that. That's why we talk about partnership in relationships and marriage. It's easier to, when you have a partnership like that, you can navigate a lot of these crazy things that happen out here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't need no man, right? I don't believe the society was meant to navigate just as an individual, a lone gun, a lone wolf. When I tell people that I'm cool with people on that poly tip, I'm saying it because I know economically, strategically, what's going on. And if the guy makes money and the wife makes money, and they're like, hey, we need a third person in here to go ahead and take care of the kids and do the domestic stuff, and they come together, they make an agreement. Y'all need to leave them the hell alone. Y'all need to leave them the hell alone. Oh no. Y'all need to. Y'all know the Mormons been doing this before y'all were even a twinkle in your mama's eye. Oh no. Y'all know they do it in Nigeria before y'all were even born.
Congratulations, well done.
Matter of fact, some of y'all came from there. Oh no. That's why y'all got that poly tendency. It never went away. It went from generation to generation. You open your eyes like, damn, why am I dealing with all these bills by myself? Baby, why are we dealing with this? I can't be running around taking care of these kids. And while I'm working a full-time job, you working a full-time job, we covering bills, things going up. We need a third person. And you know what that Negro said? Oh, no. I agree. Stop hating on these people. Stop doing that, bro. This whole thing in this Western world was never meant to navigate, and I keep saying it, by yourself. But we do find people that do it, and some do it very well, but the ones that don't, the ones that have that attitude, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. Unfortunately, I am of the belief that it's easier for a man to say, I don't need a woman, and do it because he will go out and he'll do the work, he'll come and pay his bills. Now, his house will look raggedy. Yeah, I've been in a lot of single guys' house that say they don't need a woman. She only good for one or two, a couple of things. I see some of y'all out there. Your house look like, it looks dull, bro. It looks dull. Most of the time when I come in to look at the property, to list it on the market, to check it out, the rental, or whatever the case may be, and I'm looking like, bro, if a woman lived here, it would be a whole lot brighter. Because I give props to women. When they come in and they change things around and they add their sexiness on it, ooh. It'd be sexy, bro. You be like, now that's not all women, because you get some that you can pay them and they never gonna be sexy, bro. It don't matter how much you pay them, no matter how much you change on them, how much plastic you put on them, they just don't got that je ne sais quoi. They don't have that it don't do nothing for nobody. Unfortunately, all right. Oh no, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's how you raised. It's how you raised. But this is nothing more than a pretend to play house situation. Stop crying. Okay? Just stop.
No, the thing
And all you get is a complaint. How about a thank you?
I'm talking about.
How about a goddamn thank you? That's what, if I gotta go and tuck my tail and go to a ex.
How about you go thank him too?
Yeah.
How about that?
Like, how about you know what? I don't like the way you went about it. Perhaps you should have said something beforehand. But thank you.
These are the final moments Fabiana Polizzi can call her house on New York's Staten Island home.
It becomes reality, you know, to watch your whole life being loaded into trucks. And it's worse when it's not because you want to.
Trying to bring down her mortgage payment to stay out of foreclosure, Polizzi says she turned to a local company to help her get a loan modification. Instead of getting financial help, her home went into foreclosure.
It's hard because as a parent, you're supposed to protect your kids. And I feel like I failed them.
Her life changed when this document arrived, a notice of eviction, 14 days to leave. Officials say homeowners should be careful of some self-proclaimed home savers. In a separate case in Arizona, the state's attorney general's office obtaining this recorded call. They say it's between a desperate homeowner and a local company called Arizona's Helping Hands.
I want to save my house. I want to save my house. I don't want to lose my house. I do not want to move.
The scheme starts with the scammers figuring out that somebody is in financial distress.
According to the AG's office, this company monitored online records, aiming to be at a house within 20 minutes of foreclosure documents being filed to tell homeowners they can help. But this lawsuit alleges the company was actually running a racketeering enterprise to convince people to sign over their homes. The attorney for the founder of Arizona's Helping Hands declined to comment to ABC News, but he wrote to the court that the AG's case is flawed and there was no scheme.
Do not let one of these fraudsters in your house. Slam the door on them if you have to.
Yo, do not. I'm telling you, bro, don't do it. Anything, if you're going to be selling it to somebody and they buy cash, that's different. They're going to buy it out from underneath you. Whatever price they give you, if you don't like it, you can go gather as many offers as you want on that situation. Some people need it. Their value when we do that is just a quick close, and it should be nice and clean. But if somebody says they're going to help you with forbearance, modification, first of all, you don't need them for forbearance. You can go do it yourself. But let's say they say we're going to help you modify the loan. You're better off going to a realtor, an attorney. You don't want some stranger off the street, bro. You really don't. You don't know what they're putting in it, especially if you don't know anything about real estate. But guess what? You join the Patreon. We do got Real Estate 101. We talk about it. I answer questions. We go back and forth because I feel like you do need to be knowledgeable. There are a lot of foreclosures that are coming down the line in this season. Between now and the end of the year, there are a lot of evictions that are going to be taking place between now and the end of the year. There's also going to be a huge influx in houses from some of these institutional buyers that have to liquidate either to meet certain guidelines that have come out by the Trump administration. The money is going to be there either in helping them or liquidating and selling the property. If you don't have the licensing and the skill to help them, don't perpetrate it. You will find yourself in a bad situation. It's Fed level, bro. Oh, no. I'm telling you, it is. So just leave it alone. You know what you should do? When they're ready and they need somebody to help them close, they need to sell it real fast. You need to get together with an established team of for sale. Oh, shoot, I'm telling y'all too much. Isn't that this is Patreon knowledge? Well, come on close. I'm going to tell you this. There are teams and people out there that do acquisition and dispositions, and they look for people to fill those acquisition and disposition places on their team. If you have a little bit of skill with sales and you can read a script and you're just personable when you talk on the phone with people and they feel you have great selling skills, this is an opportunity for you to make bread. This season is going to spiral. I hate it, but it is coming, and nobody can change this unless they do something to put some COVID level restrictions back in place. But all those COVID level stops are gone, and it's about to be a free fall.
Do you actually even know how fucking expensive it is to be evicted and then subsequently be homeless? You know, because people really love to regurgitate talking points without actually ever doing a deep dive, or unless it like fucking happens to them, then they're not going to have this information. So let's just unpack how fucking expensive it is, right? To be 1 to 1.5 paychecks away from eviction. How expensive it is to actually be evicted and then subsequently be homeless. So you're already scrounging up the money to make sure that you can back pay this rent. And unless you have a private homeowner, a private landlord, okay, 9 times out of 10, you're renting from one of these mega rental companies who have the stupidest but most strictest fucking stipulations about how you're able to pay them their fucking money, right? These are not conversations. You just end up going to court, and then it just is what the fuck it is, right? And you get a certain amount of time. Now, most people obviously are trying to get the money together to fucking pay the past rent, right? So what ends up happening is the sheriff comes to evict you. So basically you get like a 7 to 10 day notice, right? So after you go to court like 2 times, you get a notice from the fucking sheriff's department letting you know that they're going to come and follow through with a fucking eviction, right? And what happens then is that there is 1 to 2 sheriff deputies that comes to your house, your apartment, whatever the fuck, okay? And then the rental company is in charge of moving all that shit, right? The police are just there to make sure that they execute the eviction fully and that ain't nobody stealing your shit in that time that the eviction is happening. So
now I'm going to tell you, as somebody that's been a part of on a realtor side, helping homeowners have to do this eviction. Bro, listen, tell you, if you're going to get evicted, you got to have somebody, like get your boy, somebody out there, have them bring up a truck, load that stuff out. Because I know already, once we have the crew drop that stuff on the curb, some of these Negroes around this place in Atlanta, some of y'all is trife. They will roll up in the car, hop out, because it's free game right there when it's on the side. They'll grab that thing and they speed off, bro. It's insane. It's insane. Don't let that be you.
So they come, they move your shit out. You probably have about 20 to 30 minutes to fucking get a U-Haul, because mind you, once the sheriffs come, you are not allowed to pack shit up. You ain't allowed to do shit but grab things that need to be on your person. So your ID, your purse, your medication, little shit like that. You're not even allowed to pack no overnight bag, bitch. No. So all your shit gets packed up into giant garbage bags. We don't know how much of your shit gets broken in that time, right? So you can't find shit that you actually fucking need. Ain't no overnight bag. So now you have to go and buy all of your essentials. You have to go buy all of your essentials. You just didn't have rent money. Now you have to go buy your fucking essentials, bitch, because you were not allowed to pack an overnight bag. This is how people who are 1 to 1.5 paychecks away end up more fucked than ever before, right? Because, like I'm explaining, you have to rebuy shit that you already have, but now it's being all thrown together, and then it's going to be set on the fucking street, right? So you have 20 to 30 minutes to go get you a fucking U-Haul. U-Hauls cost money. U-Hauls cost money. You need some type of fucking privilege to get a U-Haul. You need a driver's license. You need money, like a debit or a credit card, and money on it. Oh my God. Again, you're in a situation where you're trying to scrounge up fucking money. Now you have to spend all of that money just getting some of your shit from being fucking thrown out.
Yep.
So then after that, right, you have to find temporary to mid-temporary housing, which if you have any type of mental health issues, if you have kids, any type of dependents, pets, things like that, that becomes 3 times more difficult, because you have dependents and other things that you need to try to navigate in homelessness. Bitch. And then on top of it, now you have an eviction on your fucking record. So unless you can find insecure housing within 1 to 2 weeks, you are mad fucked. You're mad fucked for renting again.
Hey, man, join the Patreon. Let's talk about ways to put some extra money in our pocket. Let's talk about it, because I'm a true believer that we all should be content creating right now. We all should be tapping into things like real estate. You ain't got to become an agent, but there are so many ways you can do it, even if you don't mess with the property. I mean, there are hard money lenders that are looking for people to loan money out. It's so many avenues, but we spend more time not evaluating why things didn't work.